Welcome back. Jesus has come to Jerusalem privately for the Feast of Tabernacles, avoiding the crowds. But halfway through the week-long festival, he changes tactics. He goes up to the temple courts, the most public place in the city, and begins to teach. The reaction is immediate astonishment. The Jewish leaders are amazed at his teaching, but their amazement quickly turns into a challenge. They ask, how is it that this man has such learning when he has never studied? In their culture, authority came from a formal training under a recognized rabbi. Since Jesus never went to their schools, they couldn't understand the source of his profound wisdom and authority. Jesus' answer points them to a source far greater than any human institution. He says, my teaching is not mine, but his who sent me. He is claiming that his doctrine comes directly from God the Father. He then gives them a way to verify this claim. If anyone's will is to do God's will, he will know whether the teaching is from God or whether I am speaking on my own authority. He's saying that if a person's heart is genuinely aligned with wanting to do God's will, they will be able to recognize the truth of his words. Spiritual discernment comes from a surrendered heart. Jesus then contrasts his own motives with theirs. He says the person who speaks on his own authority seeks his own glory. But he seeks the glory of the one who sent him. His goal isn't self-promotion, it's to honor the Father. Then he confronts their hypocrisy directly by bringing up the Sabbath healing from chapter 5. He asks them, did not Moses give you the law? Yet none of you keeps the law. Why do you seek to kill me? They were zealous for one part of the law, the Sabbath regulations, but were simultaneously violating one of its greatest commandments. You shall not murder, by plotting to kill him. They were judging based on a superficial, inconsistent application of their rules. He points out that they willingly perform circumcision on the Sabbath to keep the law of Moses. Yet they are angry with him for making a man's entire body well on the Sabbath. He concludes with a powerful command: do not judge by appearances, but judge with right judgment. Jesus challenges a system that valued credentials over truth and outward appearances over righteous judgment. He reveals that true authority and wisdom don't come from human institutions, but from a divine source, and that this truth can be recognized by anyone whose heart truly desires to do God's will. He calls them and us to look past the surface, to stop judging by our own inconsistent standards, and to start seeing things with a clear, righteous judgment that comes from God.